7, here we go. We're on the land. We're doing some freedom of movement land. And Kim is our model here because she's got more flexibility than I do. But both of us will never make the Boston Ballet. So first one is Angels in the Snow. So hands go overhead. Your eyes are looking up. Your arms go right beside you. No, the reverse, Kim. Put your hands, yes. Now go down. There we go. Okay, so that's the first one. And now the second one, you just take your feet off the ground a little. All right. And the third one is you're going to reverse your head. So feet on the ground. Now, when you put your hands overhead and your legs apart, your chin goes on your chest. So chin right up. Lift your head right off the ground. And now do it with the legs off the ground. Okay, thank you. Those are your first 4. Next one, supine. Legs laterally split, and then you bend legs. When I say legs in parentheses, it means one leg, bending one, and out. Bend the other, and out. Bend both, and out. Then you would bring them together and do your next 3. Okay, so then you're going to do the same thing on the next exercise, but as you bring the legs apart, you bend and kick. So bend one, kick it up. Bend the other, kick it up. Bend both, kick it up. You'd bring them together and do your next repetition. That would still count as 3. Now, hands above your head. Alternating toe touch. Keep your back on the ground. Yes, there we go. Now, the second part of that is you can take your back off the ground. You get a little more stomach when you do that. All right, thank you. Next exercise, a supine pull from 4 hamstring positions. So you do a sit-up, you grab your quad. Okay? Now you're going to fall back twice. 1, 2. Now you grab your knee. 1, 2. Then you grab your ankle. 1, 2. And then you grab your foot. 1, 2. You might remember that from the strength day. Now you're in the sit-up position. So that means back straight, legs in, heels close to the glutes, heels in a line with the glutes, everything. Yeah, knees over the toes. So you're going to hold one toe, fall back, straighten the other leg. Yes, then come back up. Bend both legs, grab the other toe, fall back, come back up, bend both legs, grab both, fall over, come back up. Nice. All right, now we're supine. That means on your back. This one's important. This one almost should have been first because this is good to watch if people have alignment. So we're going sliding one heel to glute. We want everything in alignment and out. Then the other one. Okay, you're watching that everything comes up in a straight line and goes out in a straight line. And the heels are under the glutes and the toes are in line with the heels. So that's the first one. Then you're going to extend. The next exercise. You bring it in and you extend the leg and it goes down in control and straight. Heel comes in, up and down, and then both. Up and down. So the next exercise is knees to chest. So one, the other, both. So we want to make sure that that foot is right in the line with the heel. You're going to see Kim is slightly to the inside, but not bad. There we go. That's in good alignment. If they can't do this here, they're definitely not going to do it at a squat. Now we're doing it with extension, and watch that control on the way down. You do this, it saves the knees. Okay? Nice. Okay, thank you. Now we're getting to our hip movements here. So we're going to call it leg to 90. That means you lift the leg up as high as you can. Now you open it to the same side. And when you're opening it, you're trying to keep that opposite hip on the ground. Then you slide it back. Okay, so you do it on both sides. That's the first part, leg to 90 and open. Now leg to 90 and cross. When it crosses, you're keeping your back on the ground as long as you can. You got one and then the other. Then we're going to combine both of those. Leg to 90, open to cross. Open and then open flings over. Leg to 90, open to cross. Then we do the reverse, cross to open. And cross to open. Now we're going to go back to leg to 90 and open. Then we're going to flex the leg, kick it up in the air. Kick it up, nice smooth move. Excellent. Up, open, flex, kick. Let's do that same one with the crossing. Cross and cross. Thank you. Then you're doing leg to 90, open to cross, and then kick. Open, cross, flex, kick, up. Leg to 90, open, cross, yeah, open, cross. That's okay, of course. Let's just do one rep. This one on the cross to open and a kick. So leg to 90, cross, open, kick. Thank you. Then we would do the other leg. So now we're still on the ground and we're doing knee to elbow. So you just slide in the knee to the elbow. You keep the other hip down as best you can. Thank you. The next step to this is to extend the leg. And extend the leg. And then the next step is to extend the leg and lift it. Nice, thank you. Next one we call a pommel horse. So we got one leg across, one at the glute. You throw them above your head. You want as wide and as high as you can and as loose as you can, and you end up in that position. Thank you. Okay, now we're on the stomach. So prone position, and now both legs go laterally. So just splitting is the opposite of a jumping jack, yes, okay. Then we bring them together, you would do your, whatever you wanted there. Then you're gonna split only one leg and bring it in, then split the other leg and in. Now you're gonna split one leg and bend the leg. Yes, to the glute, exactly. Heel to glute, heel to glute. Now we're going to open the leg, bend the leg, and now rotate it so the sole is on the other thigh. Yes, and then bring it straight back down. Yes, and then the other leg, up, flex, rotate, straight. Now we're going to do the old hip flips that we did before. Out, bend, rotate, extend, and bring it back down. Okay, let's try if you can get it in reverse. So it's the kick first. So leg straight out to the side. Yes. Then you would bring it, no, then you would bring to the sole, yes. Then you would rotate it so the heel's up, then you would extend it, and then you slide it back in. We got it. Nice job. Okay, now prone again, heels to glutes, one, the other, both. So nothing happens with the hands. The hands can be where they are there or out to the side, one, the other, and both. Now you're going to catch them with the same hand. One, the other, and both. Thank you. Now you're going to catch with opposite hands. One, the other, and both. We cross, and that's the next one also. I wrote it twice. Okay, thank you. Now, prone again, leg to 9. That means you're lifting it as high as you can, and you're opening it to the same side. Yes. You're going to really find this a challenge. Please, let's sure you do this. You're trying to and now we cross. We're going to try to keep, when you're doing that opening, just try to keep the hips as level as possible, but really rotate that in the hip socket there. That's really nicely done. Okay, now go open to cross, please. Open, and then open to cross. And then, yes, open to cross. Now cross to open. Nice. And cross to open. Super. All right, now we have knee to elbow, like we did on our backs. So knee to elbow first, and down, knee to elbow and down. Next time it's knee to elbow and extend, knee to elbow and extend. Now knee to elbow, extend and lift. This is a great challenge for you all. Yes, very well done. Thank you. Now we're going to do our side stuff. I think you've seen this before in the first video, but go on your side, please. This is, again, really important. So hands under the neck, not the head. The other hand is bracing in front. The pelvis is straight. So the first is a lateral raise. Thank you. Then a lateral raise and then raise the inside leg. We hadn't seen that one before. Nice. Down. Then lateral raise and bend the leg. And extend and down. Lateral raise. Bend, rotate, and kick. That's the hip flip. Now do it in reverse. Up. Yes. Yes. Nicely done. Now bring it down. Beautiful. There's one I did forget here. So on the side, it's a straight leg raise in front. So yes, and now you lift it to lateral raise. Yes, very good. Thank you. And yes, that's a little out of order. Now we had both knees to chest. And extend one down, one up, and you go into L position. Thank you. Okay, and the last one is side running. So that leg, and you want to make sure that you do get a little extension behind without too much twist in the spine. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to the seated position. We've got some wide legs in the seated position. Okay, and from here, first one is we're trying to get to the diamond. So we do half diamond and out, other half diamond and out, both legs diamond and out. Now we're going to do the same with the Buddha. One leg in and out, the other leg in and out, one leg in and the other on top, and then reverse it. Nice. Okay. All right. Now this is a really tough series. I challenge you to do this for 30 on each one of these. So it's bending. You're in that position. Your hands are out to the side or behind your head. Behind your head is fine. If you have to hold, you hold, but we'd like you to do this so the back stays straight the whole time. So you're bringing one heel to glute, keeping it in the same line as it just was right there, meaning it comes in, that's well done. So you got one, the other, both. That counts as 3. You're doing 10, 10, and 10. Now you're doing that same move with a kick. In, kick, both in, kick. Third exercise in this series, both are staying bent the whole time, and you kick. One, the other, both. Great hips. Okay. Wide legs, palm tree. But this time the arm goes in front to really get a good bend to the side. So even more twist over to the side. And now we're doing twisting toe touch. Okay, now this series is a little tricky. We're in a sit-up position, so legs are bent, hands behind your head. You're going to raise your hands and look up, and as you do, you do a diamond. Yes. Okay, so you'll do that so many times, then you can reverse it. Good coordination. Thank you. Now put your hands behind. Hands will go overhead, look up, open. Nice, that's the second one. And you can reverse that. Now, hands behind your head to start. They're going to go behind you as you're opening. Super. And now reverse that. Very well done. Now, we've got a few here that I did not put on the sheet, but I will make sure they get on the sheet. Okay, so hands behind your head, one knee to the ground, and it comes back up. Other knee to the ground, comes back up. That's the first exercise. Now, single knee down, other one on top, second one up, first one up. Down, down, up, up. Second exercise. Third exercise, both knees go. 1, up, 2, up. That's really well done. Okay. Now, this next one, we're in the shin box. Legs at 90-90. I call it ski knees because I learned this well before I've ever saw this on any YouTube or anything. And from here, it's just keeping your feet kind of planted in the same place and switch the legs over. Okay? So if we went back to the first one, I said you just get in the shin box position. You can always just stay in that position and breathe to make sure your ribs stay down. But now we're into the switching. Now you're going to switch and come up on your knees. So switch, up on the knees, push the pelvis forward, have a seat. Switch, go the other way. Very well done. Now you're in the shin box position. You're going to extend the outside leg and lift it. Out to the side, more to the side when you do it. Yes, that's bring it in, then switch. So really good for the outside of the hip. Lift, extend, bring it in. Now you're going to bring it to the Buddha. So you have to lift it up, put it out in front, and then bring it to the Buddha. Yes, right into Buddha. And now you take the left leg, put it in the shin box, lift it out, extend, bring it in. Yes. So you go into the shin box, then you extend it, and you go to the Buddha. All right, now from the shin box, you're going to go to a V-sit and switch. Shin box, V-sit, switch. Nice, thank you. Now you're on all fours, the fire hydrant series. So you lift, and you're trying to keep the hips as level as possible and lift the leg as high as possible. Now you're going to lift and extend. Amazing for the glutes. Now lift, extend, and circle it back. And circle it right behind you, pointing like the speed skate move. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, now Kim, can you get in the squat position? We're going to just do 4 off, kind of off the ground. So now from here you're touching a medial knee down. So try to touch the medial knee. Keep the arch flat if you can. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Now do that, please, and roll 180. So touch, Roll 180 to the side, come back up, touch the other one, and roll 180 the other way. Okay, thank you. Now can you show the lizard position? Just show the position at first. So you're trying to get your chest flat on the ground, that outside leg's up in the air. That's nice. That's the lizard. So that's a lizard stretch. Now let's do a lizard walk. Okay. Yes, and you're moving forward in the lizard position. Okay, thank you. Now can you show, last exercise for our flexibility series is the pigeon. Thank you. So you would just hold that position. You can do actually chest raises if you want from that position. That's good. And now we're going to do pigeon walk. All right, thank you. Both of those these last two you can do forward or backwards. All right, thank you.